Coach, just wanted to ask you about the change that you made Carlos Coronel the captain for tonight's game. It seemed like it was a late change considering it was announced Emil was going to be captain. Could you just talk about that?
Yeah, it was the communication between Emil, Carlos, and me then. And then we made all together the decision that Carlos is the captain today, and that's it. Very simple.
Next, go to Sam.
Hi, Coach. Sam Gardner, WFUV. Do you think a big player from Europe, such as Timo Werner, is necessary for next season to make it to the playoffs again, or do you not think he's necessary?
That's not my, to be honest, this is not my part today after this game. So we can talk about the season, we can talk about this game. And to be honest, when we are talking about the season, then we come directly to the game because this was typical for our season. And everything what we are planning with our roster is after the season.
Go right here.
Coach, my name is Joseph from Sports Update. 15 years of playing the playoffs, missing out on this one. Where does the team go from here?
Yeah, of course, we are very disappointed. And it was clear after this Tuesday game from Inter Miami against Chicago. So the situation was clear on Tuesday night. And then we had a meeting on Wednesday about the situation. Of course, we are very disappointed about that. But what I can say today from our group, from the whole team, also from the subs and also from the guys who didn't play, for me, they show really good character today because it's not so easy when you concede the first goal, and then could be very, very difficult. But the way how we played today, in my opinion, was very well. We have to improve something, especially some in the first half, more aggressive runs in the box, but we were very dominant. And what I said at the beginning of the press conference is a little bit typical. This game was typical for our whole season. A lot of effort, a lot of intensity, and a lot of situations in the box, around the box. And of course, this was our point the whole season, that we scored 2 less goals in these situations. That's the point, and also some moments in our defense.
Next, go to George.
Coach, you guys were in the finals last year and obviously out on the playoffs. The same with the team that was in it. When you sit back and you look at it that way, does it lighten the blow a little bit of not making the playoffs, knowing that the team that you guys face in the finals is on the same exact boat right now?
Yeah, I have this feeling, to be honest, that we were very close from the performance side in so many games to get the qualification for the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure that we can also start this run which we had last year. But now it's the situation clear, and we can also find arguments and reasons why we are not in the playoffs. So it's not because unlucky or something like that. This is what we have to analyze very serious, very clean. And so in our defense behavior, I would say most of the time very well. So we concede, I think, the 6th or 5th in the Eastern Conference less goals. So, but the point is our output. That's clear our point in the final third. And this was typical today. It was typical picture today for our season. And I think this is what we have to improve. This is what we have to analyze. And of course, with our roster, and that's it. And but I'm pretty sure that this experience we need this experience as well. It's tough, this feeling right now, and to come back stronger. And I'm pretty sure with this group then also, and maybe then some new faces, that's normal. And then to come back stronger. I want to say also thank you for the supporters today. It was amazing. Their reaction after the game. This is also not that we can say, okay, that's normal or usual or something like that. This is they got a really, really good feeling today for the whole group, for the club, how the reaction was from our supporters today. And this is great, and I want to say thank you.
Next, go to Andres.
Hello, coach. What do you think is the qualification that you give the team for the season 2025? Qualification of 1 to 10 for the whole season.
No, the goal.
For the whole season, what do you think? What was the qualification for?
How do you judge the team?
Yeah, but we have only one game. I think it's clear which place.
No. I'm saying in the whole season. What did you think? What was the qualification for the whole? What do you think about? What was this?
Yeah, what I said. So, and I think we were in a lot of games very close to win these games, and so now we lost 2 games in a row against NYCFC and today against Cincinnati. But when you are looking to the big picture, I think a big issue was for us to collect points, to get points on the road. So that's clear. So and yeah, but now is the situation clear? Now focus in Columbus. This is a completely different game, and I love to play against Columbus, against their style of play. But at the end, so I can repeat it again, and I'm really proud of the guys today about the character, what we have seen. And okay, now it's clear the season is one game to go, and then it's done.
Next, we go to Gary.
And one of the things I saw tonight was the players were basically standing around trying to move the ball around through Cincinnati's defense up until Serge Goma decided to attack the box.
Yeah.
Is that something that you want to see more of next year?
100%. That's a clear. It's not only Serge Goma, but that's a clear individual tactical point. So when you are so dominant, when the center is close, you have to go on the side. So and then to make the right decision to go in this 1-against-1 duel on the side and to have this confidence to go every time in the box, and Serge did it so many times, and then to cut in, to come on his right foot. But that's exactly what we need. We can't hope every time, okay, Emil and Chupo, they are doing this in the center. You need more output than for more offensive play. Also from 6-8 position to go aggressive in the box, set pieces. We can analyze directly our whole season. Set pieces is also our topic. 12 corners today, no goal. So, and this is every time to repeat, to improve these special topics. 100%. Very good question, Gary.
Next, we go to Daniel Uribe.
How you doing, Sandro? Noah Ella missed this game with injury. Just a quick update on him. And
Hamstring.
Hamstring?
No, hamstring. But I think we will see. I'm pretty sure that he's ready for Columbus.
Next, go to Steve.
How you doing, Coach? Steve from Feels Good FC.
I know.
This New York franchise being in this crowded market, there's a lot of pressure from the fans, and especially from making the final last year. Do you feel any added pressure coming off of this season? And did Jurgen Klopp add anything to the team, before the derby or anything? I don't know if we got to touch on that.
No, we had so many conversations, Kloppo and me, and also then with Jochen and Julian and Mario, Marc de Condé, our board. So we are in really good conversations and to analyze, and everyone can see. So what was the reason for not the qualification for our playoffs, and now we have to make then very good decisions for the next season. So, and it starts then directly after Columbus. Now it's focused to come down a little bit, and then after Columbus directly to have training session, and then to make really, really good decisions. And the pressure is normal. But believe me, the highest pressure is from my side for my every time to make my best job every day. This is the highest pressure, and so the organization is great. Red Bull is great. The club is great. All the board here is great. These people, and so we have to analyze what I said, and then to go all together with a very, very good energy. Then in the next season, that's it.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions. Coach, first we'll go to Luca, and then we'll finish up with Daniel Feuerstein. Luca, you have the floor.
Hi, Sandro.
Hey.
It seemed like Cincinnati had a very organized defensive shape, very clear rest defense, and it seemed like, as you mentioned, a lot of chances in and around the box, but a bit of hesitation in terms of taking shots, it seemed. How do you instill more bravery in your players to, take more chances and maybe take more shots in less clear-cut parts of the pitch?
Yeah, this was what Gary asked about the wingers on the side and this 1-against-1 situation. And the most difficult is when you are playing against the opponent in such a deep structure, also with 3 center backs and wing backs. So, and for me, they defend with a lot of legs, I would say, but they were not always active in their pressing. So we find very, very good moments, especially with our fullbacks. Marcelo in our ball position was great today. And for me, we create a lot of situations. But what I said, what we have to improve then to be more aggressive or to come inside to take the shot sometimes top of the box. Then the second ball can come in the box. These moments. So, but we had two situations. Our rest defense, how they scored the goal. This is what we have to solve better. And then it's Denki quality. But at the end, we had a lot of good moments. 17 shots, so 12 corners. So then post, a little bit unlucky in these moments. Enough chances to score and not to lose this game, in my opinion.
And we'll finish up with Daniel.
Sandro, it felt like Cincinnati was bunkering inside their box the entire match. And with Marcelo Morales, I mean, he really looked like he wanted to do some damage for the club, especially at the corners. It looked like he wanted to score from the corner himself.
Yeah, but this is normally not the target to score from the corner. When we are at this point, then we have really big problems to shoot directly the corner in the goal. So it would be great when this sometimes happen, but that's not our main goal. So we had an overload situation in some corners, but then maybe to feel free sometimes to play top of the box because the space was so open. But Marcelo Morales is a player. He has always the confidence in our ball possession, and he played as a fullback invert. So he's coming sometimes inside, and he can control the ball. And then was a good diagonal play to our wingers. But the output, what I said in the final third, everyone can see this. This has to be better.
It's been a long season. Officially, you guys missed the playoffs. Just overall thoughts on missing the playoffs this season.
I think we tried our best, like we did everything, but it didn't go on our way. So we just have to keep going. We will give everything, and hopefully, I think we will end the season and we will continue next year. We tried our best. We gave everything. I know all these guys, they are not happy because we didn't make the playoffs, but we can't change anything now, So I think that's it, man.
When you look back, is there any one thing that kind of stands out that kind of led to this missing the playoffs this season?
Yeah, I think everyone wish is to make the playoffs, but it didn't work, and I don't think we can change anything now, So that's it.
Looking forward, what is it in your game personally that you would like to change to do your part or play your role with the club?
My game or the team?
In your personal game, to then be a part of the bigger picture.
I think for me, whenever I'm on the pitch, I just try to give everything, because I'm not from America, I'm not from Europe, I'm from Ghana, so we don't get the chance to just come out and play for big teams like this, So whenever I'm outside, I play, I do everything, and I think I just need to focus more because sometimes we relax a little bit, but I think we just have to focus more on every game, and I think we can just keep going, man.
Ronnie, how's the team morale after tonight and not making the playoffs?
Come again?
The team morale, how's the team feeling?
No one is happy right now. Trust me, no one is happy. But then, we just have to keep going. We, you know, like even today, like we gave everything, like we tried our best, like that's it. No one is happy. Me, I'm not happy. Even like when they called me to do the media, I said like I'm not even happy, you know, because like we didn't make the playoff. The fans, we just have to make them happy because everyone is like buying tickets for us, and like we didn't make them happy. That's, you know. So I think next year like it will get better, you know.
There's one game left. Obviously, you have the international break between then. What do you guys have to do to kind of end the season off on a high and get 3 points in Columbus?
I think we're gonna give everything out, you know, like we're gonna give everything out to get the win because like we need it, you know. Even like today, like we tried everything, but it didn't work. But I know like we're gonna work like this week and like give everything again, you know.
Is it hard coming to the stadium today knowing that you're not in the playoffs and still wanting to give everything that you just told us? You know, giving your everything, working your hardest, knowing that there's still, at the end of it, there's still no playoffs.
You know, when we are here to play every game, everyone is focused, you know. When we go home now, you can think about it. You can think like we didn't make the playoffs. You can be sad. But when you are here to play. So you just have to give everything out, you know. Like everyone, like even training, when we watch our training, like you feel it's like we didn't make the playoffs, but we are just giving everything out, you know. So like I think we tried our best, but I think next year like everything will get better, you know.
Tim, obviously it's been a long season for you guys. Officially you're missing the playoffs. Just overall feelings when you found out that news that you guys weren't going to the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, extremely disappointed. You know, I mean, I think we can look back at a lot of games this year and say we should have gotten points or played better. But ultimately, it comes down to us on the field in order to make decisions to have those fine margins in games. And unfortunately, it didn't work out that way for us this year.
Only one game left. You have the international break in between that. How do you guys kind of reset your focus and kind of try to end the season off on a high and get 3 points in Columbus?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to tonight, right? Like, we obviously got discouraging news not being in the playoffs, and we don't get the result we want tonight, but I think we play really well in terms of playing in their half, dominating the game, and unfortunately they have one shot that finds the back of the net in a dramatic way, but ultimately I thought the guys fought really hard. I thought we played really well. It's just we didn't have that final product.
Tim, is it part of the frustration that your team did just about everything, including the kitchen sink at offense and defenses, but yet you still fall short? Is that the one thing that burns you right now, knowing that you're on the outside looking in?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's frustrating. Unfortunately, when you've been around this sport for a little while, you get to understand that sometimes just the way the ball falls. You know, sometimes you're going to have games that fall your way and you're going to get lucky and bounces are going to go your way, and sometimes you're going to have seasons like this where we just unfortunately didn't have some certain things go our way at the right times, where we can catch fire or where we can go on a streak.
Matches that they're back in the season and you go, okay, I would love to have that back, or make you want to punch a wall, but there are some bright spots. Can you name a few that you saw you personally saw this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunity for young players here. You know, I think that's a huge bright spot for this club is you see a lot of the young guys that are getting big-time minutes in a lot of games. And not every club is able to give young guys those kind of opportunities. So for us, you look at Julian Hall, I mean, he's progressed immensely over the course of the 10-month season. You know, and I'm excited for him to continue to progress, and there's other guys as well, but he definitely sticks out as one.
I asked the coach when Serge Goma went on the attack, something I haven't seen in a while, with the ball late in the game. Is there something that you would like to see more of defensively going next year for the team?
Hard to say. You know, I think ultimately when we attack, we just have to be clinical and smart and simple. I think that's when we're at our best, is when we're playing simply and connecting passes and just being confident. And defensively, I mean, the more we can play with aggression, the more we can kind of shift and cover for one another and work hard for one another, that's going to be our best attribute.
Did that happen a lot this season, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think we did. I think we had some really good defensive games, you know, in terms of shifting, in terms of how high we play with our line still. And obviously that starts from the forwards defending as hard as they do to the back line being able to step up and help them as well.
It was your last.
A little off the subject. Has there been conversations yet about you staying with the team? Has it something you gave a thought to about what's next for Parker?
Hopefully some more soccer. I hope so. Yeah, you know, I mean, coming back to New York was a dream come true. So I'm really hoping to stay here for a couple more years for sure.
The last game in the stadium this year, just any, thoughts to the fans after this disappointing end?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were incredible tonight. You know, I just got done doing a fan thing, and the fact they're even sticking around to do some of that stuff is great too. So kudos to them, you know, for even showing up when we're not in the playoffs. And to be fair, they were great. They were pushing us all the way to the end tonight, so thank you.